Hey guys, it's your boy Darth. I just wanted to drop in briefly and talk about the in-game email that we all got today about a game update that is most likely happening tonight. With tonight's maintenance, has actually been happening anyways and goes live. I want to say tomorrow. We'll take a look at it. I'm extremely tired, and I need to get some sleep. I think I got sunburnt as well. This desert heat continues to just break my whats. And anyway, so let's go take a look at the in-game email here. New rarity, ultra rare, or UR coming soon. Basically, they are going to be introducing a new warrior classification. So we got new warriors incoming. Okay, they're called ultra rare or UI warriors. Now, I just want to take a minute and say that many of us have actually asked the devs to kind of slow down on the release of the warriors. And quite the opposite, they kind of ramped it up. And they really did, dropping all these dual attribute, finishing off the warriors here, introducing a break tank finally. I don't think they did the break justice to begin with, but if you look here, we have different classifications of warriors. Technically, we have the originals, then we have the newer warriors that they actually released. The very first arrival warriors is what they called them. Then they introduced the SP warriors, and in between there they introduced the ultimate warriors. Now, I wanted them to slow down. I've been depleting my resources. They've done really good about implementing more unique warriors, if you will, to the game. That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted them to slow down because my resources have been exhausted. And I know people think I spend a lot of money in the game. I do spend money, but I don't spend a lot of money. I spend it wisely, and I've had the luxury of being able to pull for the last year and a half, so it's afforded me the opportunity to do it sporadically, as opposed to dumping a lot of resources on a warrior here, and then a new one comes out, I don't have, resources and stuff like that. But anyways, let's go back to the email here. New rarities coming out, and of all skill attributes they're going to start with the skill attribute. Now, I'm not optimistic about this. When they said skill, I flipped my lid, because the first thought that came to my mind, I swear to God, you guys, people who know me and my channel and who has watched my shitty content, know where I'm going with this. I swear to God, if this new warrior that they release, which starts tomorrow, so it actually is coming on the 18th, so in-game time it's the 17th, so if they do a maintenance or any background, hot updates or anything like that, it actually goes live tomorrow. So we're getting the very first UR warrior tomorrow. And I swear to God, if it's a souped up fish, I'm going to flip my shit. I'm gonna, oh my God. That is the first thing that I thought when I saw skill. I was like, if it's a roided up fish, I'm done. I'm going to give my account away to somebody who truly respects the work I put into the account and really just wants it at that point. But I don't know. Here's what I'm looking for, guys. The writing was on the wall, okay? If you know how to look at it, the writing was on the wall. They've fleshed out each of the attributes, okay? Some have more warriors than others, some have more mages. They finally went through and released the tanks. They finally went through and released and just went all out on dual attribute. Break got a backseat, considering this warrior right here is extremely pay to obtain. And all in all, Break actually has some really good warriors. I can't believe I don't have Summoner Aldra, but anyway, shame on me. But a lot of these original warriors, I'm going to be looking for a few things, but anyways, guys, the writing was on the wall. They've made several changes over the last few weeks, particularly to how the arrivals work. If you notice, they've been cycling through very specific warriors here, and that's by design. So when you look at the, God damn it, when you look at the calendar, that's not the calendar. When you look at the calendar here, and you see that like Messenger of the Lost is coming, she's actually not coming into the arrival system. Okay, Princess Sherbert didn't actually come into the arrival system. What they're doing is they're putting certain warriors that have had runs into the buy-only sets here under the gift sets. Look, Sherbert right here, she's only released as a pay to obtain because they've changed the way that you can obtain these warriors. If you go down to your shop here, they've taken away the designated warrior. It used to be a very specific warrior in their spicy pose. They changed these to shard tickets to know where you can just kind of pick whatever warrior you want. So they've done like they did with the original warriors and the original rival warriors. They've separated them to more, some of the older ones versus some of the more unique ones that we have. If you notice, some of them are missing here. Those are what they would call the legendary versus the elites, or however you want to say it. So they've changed to these shards and given us different ways to obtain these particular SP warriors. They're not actually coming in the arrival system anymore. They're cycling through some of the newer, more relevant ones. Anyways, what I'm going to be looking for is a couple of things, guys, okay? If you didn't know, SP warriors generally have higher base stats at level 12 or whatever level it is that you're actually at. They tend to have higher base stats. Also, they have higher passives. So I'm going to be looking at what the base stats are on the warriors, particularly at 10 and 11 stars, since 12 stars usually just bonus. But I'm going to be looking at their passives, because SP warriors have higher increases to any of the base attributes or other attributes than a normal warrior would anyways. Whether that be attack, HP, defense, or anything like that. So I'm going to be looking at the passives. I'm going to be looking at how unique and how powerful, or from my unoptimism, how overpowered some of these abilities may actually be with the ultra rare. And by the way, when they say ultra rare, I don't think they mean ultra rare, because there's nothing rare about getting the warriors. To consider a warrior rare, you would have to release it sporadically over a long period of time. They tend to cycle through these arrival warriors pretty frequently, but it's just going to help contribute to the warrior and character bloat we have in the game already. Most warriors aren't used, but they want you to continue to obtain them. So I'm going to be looking at them. I'm going to be covering them. What do you guys think? Most of my people that I know wanted them to kind of slow down on the warriors, because most of our resources have been decimated, including mine. I went all out on a few warriors, taking them to 12 star, also upgrading their 5 star, and then they hit us with the ultimate, the ultra rare thing. And let's not forget that a lot of the warriors we have they actually outshine a vast majority of the ultimate warriors anyways. That's weird. I'm also going to be looking at the buffs. So SP warriors, when they introduced them, not only do you have the traditional team that the more warriors of a specific attribute you include get an HP and attack buff, SP nature add a second layer of buffs. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do the ultra rare team buffs, and whether or not they add Pierce or something more unique. So stay tuned on that, guys. We got a lot to look forward to. My initial reaction when I saw it was no, I'm not happy about it. We don't need this right now. We need them to finish making a pass on updating a lot of the existing warriors. Not to mention, they still have to make a pass at updating some of the in-game activities. I'm looking at Sanctum. I'm looking at the guild shops. I'm looking at the guild bosses, which are a complete joke, especially with Ironea in them now. They have a lot of bugs to fix, including base battle and angels, which are atrocious activities, to say the least. They got a lot more pressing concerns, is all I'm saying. So drop a comment. Where are you at with your resources? How depleted are you? Is this going to change your plan, most likely, if they're really good warriors? If you were planning on getting like the fish or Aranea, or some of the warrior that is just awesome, Aranea or some of these others, I don't know. I don't really know what to think. I'm kind of at a loss right now for what's going on here, but we're going to have to wait and see how these warriors kind of come out of the gate running. And then just keep in mind, if we thought that things were kind of moving at a fast rate, who knows how they're going to move with these ultra rare warriors in the mix as well. So that's just an overview. That's a preview. We're getting a new classification of warrior, ultra rare, starting with skill tomorrow. So over the next, I hope I get off early tomorrow, so hopefully I'll be able to get home in time to take a look, shower, clean up, take a look at her, and really delve into some of my conceptions that I shared today. I want to look at those passives and the unique abilities, and see how they stack up to some of the older ones. and then we'll reserve judgment for there. And as always, I'm looking for that sweet, sweet, spicy pose artwork. I guess there is one thing I'm excited about, and it is the spicy pose. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next 24, 48 hours or so with the first official overview of the ultra rare warrior classification. See you next time.